all about earning and spending money.
Wow, look at all this money.
Yeah, but money doesn't just fall from the sky. So how do we get it?
Well, you could do what other people do. Work at a job to earn money.
A job?
Yeah, that's right. The work people do is called a job. Now, you probably already do some jobs to earn your allowance.
I help with the dishes. And I take out the trash.
That's good. Would you like to see some other jobs people do to earn money?
Yeah.
Now, some people can make or grow things to sell, or they can do jobs that help other people. The things that people make or grow are called goods. This factory worker is making computers. This farmer is growing food. Food and computers are both goods. They are things. You can hold them in your hands or touch them. And they are made or grown to sell to other people. Actually, most goods are made from the work of many people. Just think of this piece of paper. Now, paper is made from trees. The lumberjacks cut down the trees, and truck drivers take the trees to a paper mill. Workers in the paper mill make it into paper. And other workers help package it. Truck drivers take it to places where people can buy it. And salespeople in stores sell it.
That's a lot of workers, just that paper.
And they all earn money. Not everyone does a job that makes or grows goods. Many jobs do things that help other people, like the job this dentist is doing. He's helping the boy have healthy teeth. A job that does something to help other people is called a service. Now, can you think of other jobs that are services?
Firefighters help people stay safe.
So do police officers.
Mail carriers help people by bringing the mail.
And teachers help us learn.
Yes, they all do services. All of the workers, the ones who sell services, and the ones who make or grow goods have a special name. They're called producers.
Producers?
That's right. And who is a producer?
A person who makes or grows things to sell.
And a person who sells services.
Very good. Here is a producer getting paid for the work she did selling bicycles. The money she earned is called income. We can think of income as monies that come in to pay someone for work they did. Now that she has money, she can trade the money for things she needs or wants. That means there are choices to make.
Choices?
That's right. People don't have enough money to buy everything they want. They have to choose what's most important to them. When you choose between things, you're making a choice. Now, people should first choose to buy the things that take care of their needs. They need food and water, and they need to buy clothes. And they need to pay for a safe place to live, like a house or an apartment.
That's called a shelter.
Right. And food, clothing, and shelter are things that people must have to live.
They are called the basic needs.
And wants are things people would like to have. Now, they may want candy and bikes and computers and haircuts. They would like to have them, but they don't need them to stay alive.
I'm confused. I want clothes, food, and a place to live.
Can they be both a need and a want?
Yes, most people do want the basic needs. They are a large part of what people want. Now, whether it's a need or a want, everything we trade money for is either a good or a service. So now let's look at the needs and wants chart and see how that's true.
Food is grown to sell to people. It's a good. Clothes in the home are made to sell to people. They are goods.
And let's check the wants.
Candy, bikes, and computers are all made to sell to people. They are goods.
The haircut is something that a person does to help another person. And it's a service.
You're right. All the things we spend money for are goods or services.
That's super. So, do you know what a person who buys the goods or services is called?
No, what?
A consumer. Now, you were a consumer when you bought that ice cream and those new shoes. What do you think you were when you paid for your tennis lessons?
A consumer?
Yes. And when you paid the dentist for fixing your teeth?
A consumer.
That's right.
When I earned the money, I was a producer. But when I spent the money, I was a consumer.
That's right.
So I could be both a producer and a consumer?
Exactly. And think about this. A farmer who grows food for us to buy is a producer. But he needs to buy gasoline to put into his tractor. And he needs to pay a service worker to check the soil. That makes him a consumer. So producers are also consumers when they pay for things they need to make or grow their goods. Now, when you bought and ate that corn on the cob, you were a consumer, buying something made by a producer. And here's something else to think about. When your parents bought you that bike for your birthday, they were consumers who paid money to the owner of the bike store. The owner of the bike store sold them the bike. So she was a producer. Then the owner of the bike store used some of the money to buy food at the grocery store. Now she is a consumer. So you see, when consumers buy goods or services, they pay money to other people who can then spend it someplace else. To make a smart choice, consumers should think about many things before buying a good or a service. Is there money left over after paying for food, clothing, and shelter to buy other things they want? Now, Kelsey's family has some money left to buy other things. They'd like to have a new car, a refrigerator, and a bigger TV. But they don't have enough money to buy all the things they want. So let's listen in and see how they make their choices.
Remember last week when the car broke down and I had to call you guys and I was late for work? Well, I was thinking that we should get a new car, one we could depend on. Yeah. According to the mechanic, there are many problems with our car. We should just buy a new car instead of paying for all the repairs.
I agree on getting a new car, but our refrigerator is making funny noises and it's not keeping our food cold. So can we get both a new car and a refrigerator?
Well, we already have half money saved up for the refrigerator. So maybe if we wait a few more weeks, then maybe we could buy both.
Oh, but you guys, does that mean we can't get the big TV?
I'm afraid so. We can't afford to buy everything we want. The car and the refrigerator are important. And the big TV, we really don't need it.
But Mom!
Wait, maybe after we get the refrigerator, we could start saving up for the TV.
So what did the family have to think about to make their choices?
What was most important?
What was needed the most?
What could they do without?
Did they have enough money to buy what they wanted?
Great answers. Now, Kelsey has some money of her own. She has some choices to make herself. She has decided she wants a bicycle helmet and a light for her new bike. But she finds out that she doesn't have enough money to buy both. Now, she could wait until she saves enough money to get both. Or she could buy the one she wants more and do without the other. Or she could buy the one she wants more and save and get the other one later. Now, there's a safety law where Kelsey lives that says children must wear helmets when they ride their bikes. So she wants to get the helmet right away. She decided she could do without the light. She probably wouldn't be riding her bike after dark anyway. She gave up buying the light so she could buy the helmet. That's called a trade-off. Kelsey made the choice to buy a helmet, but she hasn't decided which one to buy. She's looking at the different prices. The price is how much money is needed to buy something. The price of this helmet is $20. She finds that most of the helmets are about the same price. She also notices that there are a lot of different colors and designs to choose from. But this helmet costs more than the others. It really has a cool design. The price of this helmet is less than the others. It feels light and doesn't fit very well. Kelsey wonders if all the helmets would do a good job protecting her head if she were in an accident. How can she find out? Well, she can look in the little booklet that usually comes with the helmet. Or she can ask the salesperson.
There's a lot of varieties of helmets, and I was wondering which...
She finds out that most of the helmets do a very good job. One does an excellent job, and the other one that doesn't cost very much does an okay job, but not as good as the others. Now, Kelsey has done a great job getting information about the price, how good it is, that's called the quality, and other things like color and design. Now, a smart consumer asks a lot of questions before choosing which one is best. Ooh, I think she's ready to decide. Not yet. You know, another place consumers get information is from advertisements. Advertisements try to get consumers to buy their product. And Kelsey is remembering an advertisement she saw about the helmet with the cool design.
You'll be the star of the bike trail with this cool helmet.
Advertisements use colors, music, and words that people like to get them to choose their product. Should Kelsey choose the cool-looking helmet just because she saw an advertisement with bright colors and fun music? Let's see what Kelsey's choice is.
You know, this helmet is very pretty, but it has a higher price, and it won't protect my head as well as this one. Now, this one is priced about the same as most of the other helmets, but it does a better job of keeping me safe, and it looks good too.
Now, Kelsey is a very smart consumer. She made a wise choice. Joel also has made a wise choice, but his choice is to save most of the money he earns.
So why is it important to save money?
Well, what if your parents wanted to buy you something really special for your birthday, but it costs a lot? Let's listen to find out what they can do.
Hey look, I just paid all the bills, and it looks like we have money left over. But not enough to get Kelsey a computer for her birthday.
Her birthday's in 4 weeks, and I get paid 2 times before that. So maybe if we take a little bit out of each check, maybe we could save up for her computer.
You see, if people save money to use later, they can buy some things that cost a lot. Now, there are many special things that most people need to save for to have enough money to do them. Things like vacations, special holidays, weddings, and college. And there are always things that happen when you don't expect. Where's the money going to come from to buy a new tire? I hope they save some money for little emergencies. Now do you see why it's important to save money?
Yeah, so you have to have enough money to get the things you want later.
And for emergencies.
Hey, I see you have some money there. What are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna save it.
I see you're putting your money in a piggy bank. Did you know there's a better place to save it?
Where?
A bank. A bank is a place where you can save your money until you want to spend it.
How do I do that?
Well, all you need to do is have a parent go with you to the bank. Tell them you want to open a savings account.
Open a savings account?
You will give them your money, and they will give you a passbook that tells you how much money you have in the bank. And for letting them use your money, they pay you back a little more money than you gave them. That's called interest.
How much will they pay me?
Well, let's see. If you have $100 in the bank, the interest they will pay you is about $2 a year.
That isn't very much.
No, but if you had $1,000 in the bank, the interest would be about $20. When you decide you want to spend some of your money, you go back to the bank, show them your passbook, and tell them how much money you want. They will give you your money, and then change the passbook to show how much money is left in the bank.
That seems pretty easy to do.
Yes, and if you don't waste money, you'll have more money to save in the bank.
How do you waste money?
Well, you waste money when you buy something you want, but you really need the money for something more important.
Uh-oh, I need to get my sister a birthday present, and I just spent all my money on junk.
And it's wasting money when you buy something and don't even use it. Kelsey really didn't want all this food. She got it because she wanted the toy. Then she didn't even play with the toy.
What a waste of money.
Wow, we sure learned a lot about earning, spending, and saving money.
Well, you sure have. Say, you want to play the money game to see how much you can remember?
Okay, first question. How do people earn money?
By working at a job.
That's right. Now, what is the special word for things that people make or grow?
Oh my gosh, I knew. Good.
Terrific. Now, what's the special word for jobs that help other people?
Services.
Correct. Now, what is the word for the money people earn for doing a job?
Income.
Fantastic. Okay, now why do people have to make choices about what to buy?
Because there isn't enough money to buy everything they want.
That's right. What should people choose to spend their money on first?
Food, clothes, and a place to live.
Right again.
Now you might remember that a person who grows or makes goods or sells services is called a producer. But what do we call a person who buys or uses those goods and services?
A consumer.
Good job remembering. Now, where's a good place to save money?
A bank.
Hey, you kids did great. I'm proud of you. Now, be a smart consumer with the money you just earned, and don't waste it.